of the Modern Gents Trading Company rings. I constantly have people ask me why I have so many sets of rings, why I wear different wedding bands and engagement rings all of the time. This website is the reason why. They have really great rings for men. They have really amazing rings for women. It is not real diamonds. They are cubic zirconian set. They are set in 925 silver. Their gold rings are gold plated. I have a little bit of a thing with gold plated rings. I'm kind of like always iffy about how they're going to hold up, about what they're going to look like. So my rings are all over a year old. I wanted to kind of wait because most of the reviews I saw online were brand new rings right out of the box. And obviously when you pull something out of a box and it's brand new and you haven't touched it and you haven't worn it and you haven't used it, they look absolutely stunning. These rings don't change. It is a cubic zirconian. It does get a little bit different in color and a little bit different in shine. They're not real rings, guys. Keep in mind, they're not real diamonds. So I saw some negative reviews. I saw some really positive reviews. I've had a really good experience with their company. So all of the rings come in little boxes, really cute little boxes. So I switched out my rings. This is my husband's box that he normally keeps his rings in. So I kind of switched the boxes out because he has less rings than me. So I'm going to start with his. I stole all of his rings and made them look cute. So his are these. So these are different men's rings. I'm going to look up the prices. Just give me a second. I'm on their website. Their website constantly has rings on sale. So I'm going to go down the list of rings. So both of these rings, this black ring and this gold ring, these are called the tartan. So his favorite one is actually this gold one, and he wears it pretty often, and he's had it for like probably a good 8 months. You know, it's worn really well. The plating, like I said, I have a little bit of an issue with the gold plating. Gold plating usually wears off. It looks like crap on certain things. This one looks phenomenal. It hasn't worn off. It hasn't tarnished. And like I said, he wears this ring probably 9 times out of 10. He wears a wedding band. He's wearing this wedding band. In black, this one he wore a lot. This one he still wears a lot. This one kind of like has a little bit of peeling, but for the most part, it's still in a really good shape. This one he was wearing when he was working in an industry where he was really rough on his hands. And it wears no different than his actual titanium wedding band that we paid, I think, well over $100 for it. These rings both retail for $19.99 currently on their website. This one is called the Admiral. This is also another one that he wears pretty often. This one's a little bit heavier, quite a bit heavier. You know, it's pretty heavyweight ring. It's got a little blue line in it. Like I said, this one's the Admiral. This one retails for $39.99. They're absolutely, you guys, worth the price. This one's pretty heavy compared to the other two. I think that's why he likes the other two better, because they're way lighter weight. So now I'm going to show you guys the women's rings, and I bought a couple of these separate, and then a couple of them I bought in sets. So, show you the rings. So I have 6 total because 2 of them were sets and 2 of them were separate. So this is the one, like I said, they're over a year old, some of them are a few months old. This one is called the Rose. This one is my favorite. This is the one I wear the most. I have really tiny fingers, so when they put out 3.5s, I was so excited because I'm the type of person that I can't buy rings usually. I'm just limited to the engagement set that I own, that my husband made for me when we got married, because my fingers are so little. So it was nice to see 3.5s. They're still a little bit big, but not huge. So this is the Rose set. This retails for $79.99 on their website. Like I said, it's the one I wear probably the most often because it's a very low profile, and because of what I do for a job, the low profile doesn't get stuck and it doesn't get like damaged underneath things. You know, if you look at the back of the ring is gorgeous. The stones haven't fallen out. It's still really sparkly for being as old as it is and being a cubic zirconian. So the next one that I bought was the Starlight. I love this one too. It's just a way higher profile. This one also, the set itself retails for $79.99. And I think you can get coupon codes on their websites too. They usually do sales and you can get like 20% on, another 20% off. It depends. If you're military, you get an extra percentage off. If you're a first responder, you get an extra percentage off. So it just depends. They're really great about discounts. This is the Starlight. I love this as well. Like I said, the industry I work in, I wash my hands frequently, especially during this virus. I've washed my hands and used hand sanitizer probably like 30 times a day, and this is the one I was wearing, and then I noticed the bottom was like starting to the plating is starting to come off just a little bit, but I mean, we're talking a year old. I wash my hands 50 million times a day, and it's still in beautiful shape. It's just a higher profile, so I prefer the lower profile of the other one. This one is probably the one I get the most amount of compliments on because I think it sparkles the most and it looks the prettiest. And then these ones I bought February of 2019, I think. Just to have an extra set because, again, because of what I do for an actual day job, I kind of destroy I'm afraid I'm going to lose the diamonds, to be honest with you, on my other set. So this is the one and only in silver. This right now on their website is $54.95. I believe it goes on. I think I got it a little bit cheaper there. Again, they have sales. Their prices change. You can, I think, buy one. I think it's buy one, get one free often on their website. It looks like you get an extra 15% off right now, looking at their website. So this is the one and only in silver. This is a size 4, so this one I don't wear quite as much just because it's so big on my actual hand. But that's what it looks like on. It's very sparkly still. This one is the oldest of the grouping of rings that I have. Don't film my foot, please. And then this is the Eternity in silver. I love this ring. I like to layer this ring, or I wear it by itself. This one is the one I wear by itself like pretty often. This is, if I just want to wear a band, this is the one I wear. Again, I get so many compliments on how gorgeous these rings are, and people cannot even tell that they're cubic zirconian. They can't tell that they're fake rings. This one retails for $44.95. Like I said, it's really pretty. It held up well. You know, it's a different feel for me because I do have, similar to the other rings, my real set is similar to the other rings where they have flat backs, and it's much smaller because it is a real diamond, and real diamonds are 40 times as expensive as this. But the nice thing about these bands is you can layer the different bands. Like, there's so many different things that you can do with these rings, and they're really affordable and really inexpensive, really beautiful. Great vacation rings. So these are actually called the Promise. These like little bands are called the Promise by themselves, and they retail for $44. So they come in white gold and regular gold, and I have the rose gold here. So you can also buy these little guys separate. They look great up against real diamonds. I'm not going to take my other rings out right now and show you, but they do look great up against regular diamonds and rings. And like I said, I've had these rings all for probably a good year or more, and I alternate between the 3 sets, and I wear them almost every day, more often than I wear my regular sets right now, just with the pandemic and all of the craziness going on. And because of what I do for a living, I don't like to wear my real sets to work, just because I'm afraid they're gonna get damaged or I'm gonna lose a stone in one of my real rings. So like I said, I do alternate between them pretty often, or sometimes I like to wear rose gold jewelry and I wasn't going to go purchase an entire rose gold set. So for $79, I got something that I can wear when I wear my rose gold jewelry. So thank you guys for watching. That is Modern Gents Trading. I will link their website. You guys should definitely check it out. They have absolutely stunning jewelry. They have earrings and rings and necklaces. They have some bracelets, and they just launched like a whole bunch of new rings that I've been looking at over the last couple of days. So I don't know if my husband's gonna buy me some more, but hopefully we can maybe get some more rings. Thank you guys again for watching, and that was the Modern Gents review.